KKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns offense will get the first swing of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Winston. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. To the air, it's Baker. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want...
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They are going to try to get that established in this game.
Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Catch in the middle, it's Green. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Wants to throw again. Looking left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now the play fake. He wants it all. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got him downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. BYU right back to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down and DKR. He'll pull it on the read. That defensive front just flat whipped him as they knock him down for a big loss. Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. On the run, it's Green. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Duke. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it, 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Off play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it inside the 15. And he's slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texans!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? We'll see a lot of games.
Makes the grab down the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Off the play fake on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's got him. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. And the Cougars headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. With the catch, it's Duke. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. The snap sets up the throw. Safe completion on the screen. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the draw. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Those horns are up, and they are sharp in the running game.
Yeah,
going for the big play. Makes the catch at the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Cougars want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Pocket breaking down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He'll try to do it himself. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away.
And he's still running after the move. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They'll go 4 wide, twin receivers on either side on 2nd and 6. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Hauls it in. Lowers those pads. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Emmanuel. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The offense will quickly use a timeout. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Got it in the middle, it's Blair. Touchdown, Cougars! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. Hit as he throws. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Cougars moving quickly to the line.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense.
There he goes. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. And a precision punt there will pin the deep inside their own 10-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Give to the running back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How about the ball carrier on that explosive play? Backed up inside his own 10-yard line, and he's running out in the open field, making people miss, and finally giving his offense some room to operate, really get this drive going.
A designed run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
You got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Longhorns will punt this one away. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of...
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Here's a heat. Zings it complete to the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield here.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back on the option. The give. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The sure hands. It's Clinton. Turning it on. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. A third and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Off-play action on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Emmanuel. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Oh, they're after him. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. It's a draw. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. The Cougars in the hurry-up.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible.
Makes the catch. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cougars.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Texas offense. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. That's caught. It's Kane. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They're dealing with a second and long. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. It'll be third and long. Got it, looking for a first. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver there on the slant throw. Gets across the defender, makes the nice catch, hauls it in.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Complete to the right. At the 35, he's open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Quarterback will keep it. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Quick strike through the air for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Emmanuel. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. BYU lines up quickly.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Touchdown, BYU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point was good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Leaves it with the back. Fights off the defender. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Back to throw, it's Baker. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake will get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. Got it set up on the outside. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Gives it to the back on the draw. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Working that left side. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
BYU with the 1st and 10.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Pressure coming. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. On 1st and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. Catch in the middle, it's Emmanuel. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the stand. Never got close to the goal line, and they'll turn it over on downs. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man on the right. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
He'll take the deep shot. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. To the air, it's Baker. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play.
those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Longhorns! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they're...